All right. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it is us, DNC, definitely not Canon. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm here with my brother, of course.
Yep. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, this is Manny here, and yeah, thanks for joining back or tuning back in for another episode. And yeah, what do you think about the first two episodes of Solo Leveling?
Don't make me get emotional. Do you know what? It's bad because I remember you. So you didn't obviously you didn't spoil anything, which
Of
was a
course.
refreshing change.
Oh, here we go.
You know, no, I'm playing. No spoils. I didn't get any spoils, which is awesome. But he did. But Manny hit me up and he was like, "Bro, have you seen it?" I'm like, "I haven't seen it yet." And he said, "Bro, I'm super impressed of the pacing so far. Like you were saying how you didn't expect it, and boy, that was not an understatement. That it went straight in, boy. And I wasn't expecting that even, to be fair, no. But yeah. Let's talk about episode 1. Obviously, like, damn, literally, it was absolutely nuts. What was your opinion?
Yeah. Episode 1. Yeah, like I spoke to you over the phone about this. I called him up almost immediately. I was like, "Yo, have you watched it?" I was like, I just wanted to make sure that he got onto it straight away because I've been waiting. First of all, I want to congratulate them because what they've done so far. Because let's say the last episode ended in March, they've come back with a season 2 probably towards the end of the year, a season 2 and a movie before the end of the year. Well, obviously they released it this year, but they're basically done before the end of the year. So I say, yeah, my hats off to them. Hopefully they're not in a sweatshop somewhere, but because we've heard of what the animators are doing with Jujutsu Kaisen, so I hope that they're treating them well. Hope they're treating them well, and animators deserve their due respect as well.
They do.
But yeah,
quick question then. Quick question, bro. So I know it's a Korean anime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a Korean animating studio as well? Or is the manga Korean? The Korean anime?
That is a great question, and that was actually going to be like my question that I was going to bring towards you and everybody else. So this is something I've picked up on. So in regards to the first 2 episodes, obviously some of you guys have already watched it. You noticed that the language that's being the language that they're using for the animation is Japanese. It's a Korean anime.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what's the logic behind that. So it probably is a Japanese studio.
That's a very good point, actually. I didn't even think about that. That is pretty cheeky.
Yeah,
it must be a Japanese animating studio then, surely.
Yeah, I think it is.
Why would you do that?
I think I've even seen some videos online. So some of the guys are saying, "Oh yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen." Actually, no, let me not even put that out there. I probably am completely wrong, and I just want to put a disclaimer right here for the both of us. We're learning like you guys. So
yeah.
We're not professionals. We're not experts. We're learning.
No, we're gonna get stuff wrong. Not me though. I'm freaking perfect. I know what you're talking about, bro. I'm absolutely perfect. I've never got anything
this guy.
Never.
But yeah, no. Back to episode 1. In regards to the pacing, yeah, brilliant. The music was good. I'd say it's probably a little bit more cornier than Bleach, but it's quite. I still like it.
Can't always be as cool as Bleach, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Can't always be as cool as Bleach, bro.
But it's setting up the season pretty well. Obviously, you got the guy that flew back from America regarding his younger brother, and he wanted to meet Jin Finru at the red gate, or the gate turned red. I'm not going to do everything in chronological order, by the way. That is impossible.
No.
But yeah, no, it's a great episode. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, unbelievable. I mean, spoiler alert. There's going to be spoilers here, so we should be. Let's spoil it. I mean, we're giving you the warning anyway.
No, they've got enough time.
Yeah, you got enough time.
Watched it.
Exactly, but yeah. So you see, the whole thing was amazing. But I felt sorry for my boy Sun Jin, bro. when he couldn't capture the soul of what's his name, Barca? Was that his name? Barca, wherever his name is.
Like or something like that. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The ice elf king guy. Yeah, that was because I'm not gonna lie, even I was excited. Like I was excited for him. I'm like, bro.
They've
like,
actually
bro, that moment when he killed that tank, he killed the tank.
What was his name again? Was it Kim or something?
I don't remember. But bro, when he just stabbed him up, bro, that was crazy. I was not expecting that. And he didn't,
like,
you know, I am just.
So what?
No, so I was gonna say I actually forgot because obviously one of the main things is when he was like kind of progressing as a character himself is that he was obviously losing his humanity. Obviously, that was like part of the whole first season, and you obviously witnessed that. So I kind of forgot that, to be honest, because it's been a while. But then obviously like the instinct, his instinct to just stab him to collect his soul in order to fight this guy, it was just like instant. And I was like, this guy's a cold motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? This guy is cold as shit.
He had his reflection later in the episode when he was looking in the mirror, literally a reflection, and he was saying that was number 3. And
but really interesting though. So to go on that actually on that topic. So there was a really interesting dialogue when he was obviously talking to that guy, that Ice King, whatever. And obviously the guy was like, you're one of us. Like you can understand our language. I can tell you're not human. So I wonder how far they're going to go with that story, with him using his humanity, and how bad it's going to get.
I completely forgot about that, and I was even going to mention earlier that when Sun Jin-woo attempted to make him one of his minions, subjugate him through was it the Arise command. They actually cut a few things out from the manhwa.
Really?
So I'm thinking they're going to touch on that later, hopefully.
Right.
I don't know if I'm completely right about that, but I'd say from my memory, I remember that there must have been some dialogue there, but they just showed that the last 3 attempts, they just showed that he was out of attempts, but I'm pretty sure that there was some dialogue when he was trying to.
Right. But, because it kind of goes to what you're saying about in regards to the pacing as well, because it did seem like unnaturally fast. Like it did seem like there was kind of, like I actually wondered that they must have cut off a lot, and I wonder why they did that.
They probably thought that that these scenes will be needed later, so they're gonna probably either use it as flashbacks or do a complete separate story together where it all makes sense in that story. So I think that they'll probably be doing it like a probably 2 to 3 episode arc going forward.
Okay,
that's what it's looking like, anyways. But there's a lot of topics they're gonna touch on this season, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, you can't really ask for a better first episode. You really couldn't. And the second episode, obviously, fire too.
You see how he killed him and then summoned him immediately.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Hey,
literally,
that was fucked up.
That was crazy. And it was just funny because obviously, like the whole build up to this guy when he first went in, and the guy was like, "Who's these E-ranks?" Well, you're thinking, "All right, okay, this guy's gonna be on some smoke. Like this guy's about his business." Nope, that guy was running like a bitch. As soon as he got in there, everyone was getting smoked.
Irrational the whole way through. It's like, wait, they hid stuff from us. Wait, no, you left them to die. They found their own shit. And now you're just pissed off because you got murked and they're living good right now.
Oh man. But you know what? So so one of my favorite animes, honestly. I mean, it's on my top 10 anyway, is Overlord, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And I can kind of see the parallels. I mean, because
I'll give you a props for that. You recommended that to me as well.
I'll give you props.
I like that a lot.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. I mean, I absolutely love it. Like it's so good. But obviously, the parallels is that obviously they're both necromancer classes, and I see that. And obviously, even like the loss of his humanity, they kind of act quite similar in regards to how little they care about people around them. So that's quite an interesting connection, yeah. And I mean, so it's like funny enough, like the necromancer archetype is actually one of my favorites in any RPG or ARPG. I mean, I think in Diablo 3 or definitely in Diablo 4, Necromancer was actually my main class. That was like my first class. I love seeing it like this. I love it, and yeah, I can't wait to see how far they take it with the whole Necromancer theme. Because I know he's got other kind of classes that you can kind of draw from, isn't it? Like the assassin, you can go invisible and shit. So I don't know whether they're actually going to go straight.
He's got the skills. He's got the skills from the other classes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know whether they're gonna keep it like driven, like okay, he's a necromancer, or he's gonna take things from other classes. Yeah, I'm gassed to see where they take it with that particular element of it, man. But yeah, it's amazing, man.
Great.
It's really good.
And yeah, man, you know, a good barometer to test out whether an anime is good is seeing how you feel when the episode ends. And for me, like, I can't wait for episode 3, and I'm actually kind of pissed off that I have to watch it now and then wait a week. I actually want to let them pile up as I normally do, but I'm gonna have to watch it on a weekly basis, unfortunately. Yeah,
it's funny actually, because I think one of the things that we even discussed before when we were gonna do like review episodes and stuff is that like that's like my thing. I like to stockpile them, but when you're trying to actually create content around them, it's like, bro, I can't do that no more. And now I have to be like, oh man, wait every week, bro. It hurts. I don't know how people can prefer this way. I think it hurts my soul, bro. I hate waiting every freaking week for this shit to pop off, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. So yeah, and I'm excited about it.
You know what I found out earlier today? I found out that we're going to get 50 more chapters of Hunter x Hunter. 50 more chapters. I don't know how he's going to distribute these chapters.
Yeah,
maybe it was elaborated on in the announcement. I need to double check. What I know is I've heard some predictions, or maybe some predictions onto the layout. Maybe like 10 chapters every 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
But obviously he's just finished 10 chapters. The 10 chapters were great, by the way.
They were great.
They were great. Okay.
And
I like the way everything is going. I say I compare this arc. I hold it in high regard, similar to the Chimera Ant arc, and I like the way it's going. There's a lot of story progression, a lot of character progression.
You realize what you just said, bro?
Yes.
What you just said.
Yes. I'm not the only one that feels this way.
I'm not gonna lie. That changed everything for me in regards to how I see and view anime. Honestly, that arc changed it all for me. Like that was just like, okay, like this is anime, ain't no little thing. Like this is serious. Like, you know, that is what really. I think honestly that arc was what made me like turn into an anime super fan. Like honestly, that pushed me to the other side, and it's only because like obviously they got
11 years ago, right? Like, probably about 11 years ago now, which is
how
crazy.
mad is that? It's a long time ago.
But
like with that arc,
I agree. Same for me as well. Probably the same thing.
Yeah. But it's just because it's just how in depth they got with the storytelling, you know, with the whole evolution stuff, and they really got in deep with I guess it was the world building of it. For me, that was so unique. Like I don't think I've watched a TV show that created a world so in depth and as unique as that. Like honestly, I don't think I have. And then obviously just the whole thing played out, and it was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculously good. But honestly, like that was what made everything to me. So if you're saying it's on par with that,
yes,
guys and girls, we've got something special ahead of us, man.
Yes. So now we need to think when they're going to pick up the anime, which that's the next thing.
That was literally my question.
I'm reading your mind, mate.
How long do you think we're going to have to wait for these chapters to be animated?
I think if he carries on, if he carries on at this pace, 2050. No, if he carries on at this pace, I'd say they'll probably start animating next year, and we may get an anime by 2027.
You think so?
By 2027.
2027.
So. If he continues at this pace, I know even 2027 sounds mad, but yeah, 2027, which is crazy.
You know, I one thing I can't wait for, is that like when I'm on my deathbed and I can't really watch anything because the cataracts have like blinded my eyes, I can't wait for my grandchildren to come to my dad and say, look, granddad, this is what happened in the Hunter x Hunter series, man. This is what happened. Like, and I'm like, wow, that sounds amazing. Gon did what? Killer what? No! Get out of here! Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for that day. I'm gonna be so excited, man.
That is bleak.
Those are the last things I hear before I die.
I pray you don't have to wait that long.
I mean, I don't think we have any choice, bro. Like, it seems like it's going that direction.
I found out a weird fact today that the average age or average lifespan of a mangaka, is it mangaka? Yeah, is 62 years.
Really?
Yeah.
62 years.
It's a grueling job. Very demanding.
God.
And it takes its toll on their health. So yeah, man, I hope Tagashi does get enough rest and continues to produce at his own pace and is not pressured to working beyond his limits.
Yeah. It's so, I mean, now you're saying that it's like, hey, take your time, please, because health before anything else. But like, that's so sad to hear. I mean, I guess, why do you think that is? Do you think it's the immense amount of pressure?
There's so many things, but yeah, so many things in play here. Obviously, you got the work-life culture over there in Japan. Like they work just as hard as the people over in the US do, compared to Europeans, where obviously
could you say even harder, bro? I think even more, bro. I think more so.
No,
Americans, they work hard. Yeah, like, a lot.
Americans work a lot, and I say the Japanese probably work way more than they do.
Which is crazy.
And obviously, so you have that culture, then you have the other subculture within that. So within the manga culture, where they're pressured by I forgot what is the name of that. You wouldn't even know it. Yeah, if people know, if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, just comment it below because I've completely forgotten. What is it? Jump. I forgot.
Oh, Jump Shonen?
I think it's Shonen. Is it Shonen Jump?
Yeah, Shonen Jump. Yeah. The ones for teens. The animes for teens, right?
No.
Like
this is just it's where maybe, but it's where all the mangas are hosted, basically. And once you're part of it, then you have to basically abide by their rules in terms of delivery.
So are you talking about the anime like fall into like Naruto?
All the big ones. Yeah.
That's a Jump Shonen.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. So obviously Hunter x Hunter is no longer a part of it, so he doesn't have to work to that schedule anymore. But obviously he was before when it was Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, and that's why he subsequently left. But
interesting. That's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking because obviously we want to see more. We do want to see more, but again, health before anything else. Health before wealth.
Exactly. We've lost some of our favorite mangakas in the last 4 years. So, man, take it easy.
Please, we need you guys, man. We need them, man. Like honestly, man, geniuses, all of them. So
yeah, what's your thoughts on gaming? What's your thoughts on the landscape?
All right, so I need to. So this is, I don't know if you've seen it, but like there was a really hilarious. Well, I mean, it is funny, but I was personally offended. Okay, because I play this game and I have a serious stake in this game.
I know what you're talking about.
When I say serious stake, not serious at all, but it's just because like I know life this game. Like I love this game, and it's one like so ARPGs. Path of Exile 2 is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you play ARPGs often, but like it's one of those games that you truly like. You have to put so much time and effort into these games, and obviously it's all appreciated. We love these sort of games, and there's like leaderboards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Elon Musk streamed himself playing. I think it was a stream or maybe it was a video. I saw the clips anyway. So basically, he was like showing himself, like showcasing, I guess, his build and just mapping. So that's basically like the end game mechanic where you just kind of go through these maps and You're essentially trying to get as far as you can, right? And so, and on top of that, he's playing on hardcore mode. So hardcore mode in ARPGs means you have one life. You die, that's it. Diablo is even more strict because with Diablo, once you die, your character's deleted. Like that's it. No more. Which is crazy, but I mean, it's fun. Yeah, it's super extreme. So imagine, for example, putting hundreds of hours in a character and then you die.
Yeah.
Like imagine how heartbreaking that is. But anyway, so he was playing a hardcore character on Path of Exile. Yeah. So it's slightly different on Path of Exile because once you die, it doesn't delete your character, but you get removed from the hardcore server, as it was, so the instance. So you basically go into the standard realm. So like anyway, he's still hardcore and it's like level 70, whatever. Blast him through. And as I'm watching, I did see this before like anyone kind of noticed it. And I did see a couple discrepancies, shall we say. Like, first of all, when he was talking about the items, he'll say things like, oh, this item's only level 60, whatever. But the thing is, if you play Path of Exile 2, after a certain point, that's actually the last thing you actually pay attention to. It's more about the stats. So he didn't mention anything about the stats. He just mentioned about the level, which is odd, but you let it go. But I mean, so also to add extra context to that, unlike Diablo 4, where yes, absolutely, the level is really important, and you have to get like a level high, the highest level item, so it's going to have the better stats. But he didn't mention that. And when you actually see him play, he's doing like really like random, like really rookie stuff. Like he's not picking up, like he missed a couple chaos orbs. Chaos orbs are a really important currency, so you need that. You need that in order to progress. He missed that shit. He'll go to the boss. He wasn't using his mana potions, like really random shit. And then so there was like another, like this guy's like an actual pro. Like I'm a novice, but I actually bang that out. So maybe I'm not a novice. I'm like intermediate. But these guys are pros. They know what they're doing. Like amazing people. Like they're proper. They go in. So he's noticing everything and clocking things that I didn't even clock. And so what they basically surmised is that he's been carried. He's been absolutely carried. He's probably got someone else playing the whole account the majority of the time. That person obviously farmed all the items. He literally had like, oh my God, I forgot this as well. Like he literally had a ring that's like almost like it's so rare to get. Perfect ring, right? So hard to get. He just dismissed it and was, oh, my ring's pretty shit. It's just a level, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that was the giveaway. It's like, okay, that's it. If you don't even know how special this item is.
Elon.
So the maddest thing is, I mean, what kind of person, okay, would lie about owning an account? Like, that's so insane.
Yeah.
What is
I'm
that
gonna
about?
I'm gonna put that down to ego. That's literally it. It's just ego.
So what it seems like, he really wants to be liked, obviously. And I guess he probably does have sort of respect for the gaming community, and he thought he could get it from that. But it does also come to question with his Diablo 4 account too, because he done the same thing with Diablo 4.
And there was questions like, how does someone find the time to run multiple businesses and still game to this effect? Like, yeah, I get it.
See, the hilarious thing is that everyone always had those questions, right? Which is a very like is a right question to ask. Like, how the hell do you have these signs? Like, keep in mind, like I literally know life this game. And this guy just happened to be way more advanced than my character. How? You have all these like crazy businesses.
I'm gonna put that down to ego, man. I'm gonna put that down to ego.
Yeah. It must be. But that has to be one of the most shameless acts I've seen in gaming for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. And like for good reason. Like a lot of the Path of Exile 2 communities is kind of had a little bit of an uproar. I mean, it's not a massive deal, but yeah,
this guy got caught aura farming, manufacturing aura farming.
Aura farming. That's exactly what he was doing. But like, okay, so to continue on the theme of uproars, bro. I need to speak about this because I haven't spoke about it yet.
Yeah,
and I still need to vent. Okay,
go on.
The Game of the Year Awards 2022. 2024. Okay, I'm still pissed off about this. I mean, maybe I'm petty. Maybe maybe I need to get a life. Both can be true. Not gonna lie. However, I'm still triggered by this. So, Astrobot won. Okay, and look, I don't like all you Astrobot stands, whatever. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm really not saying that. Okay, but to beat Wukong, how? How? In what world? In what world is Astrobot a better game than Wukong? How?
I ain't played Wukong
How is it
yet,
even?
but I'm just aware of the hype,
Bro?
Yeah, I'm strictly Call of Duty guy, but yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt, Wukong was the best game to come out in 2024. And 2024 had some good games. I'm not saying it didn't, but that cleared every single title.
Yeah. From what I saw of it.
And yeah, and like the thing that's especially perplexing, shall I say, is that they seem to be a concerted effort to minimize the success of Wukong. And it even stemmed before the Game of the Year Awards.
I think I know where you're going with this. I think I know where you're going. Go on.
So what I'm talking about specifically, because there is other things too, but specifically, I remember this guy. I did see it in my own eyes. So IGN, and I hate IGN, by the way. They're trash. But anyway, so IGN, they have like this thing where it's like, you can kind of vote for whatever the Game of the Year is, whatever. And Wukong was clearing. I mean, absolutely clearing. Then out of nowhere, all these other titles were just skyrocketing, whilst Wukong was staying stagnant. And obviously I wasn't the person who clocked this. I saw like Reddit posts and stuff like that talking about this. Someone clocked it. It's like Wukong's numbers hasn't changed in like a week or something like that. Why? What is this? What is this concerted effort to minimize Wukong's success?
Agendas.
That's where
we'll leave it at. That's where we'll leave. We won't go any further. We'll say agendas.
I will say, I'm just going to talk about what the controversies of Wukong, and then you can make your own conclusions, right? So one of the criticisms, okay, about Wukong, okay, is that Wukong, okay, a game that's based on Chinese mythology, okay, didn't have enough diversity. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Damn.
I'm black.
Was it DI? DI. Oh, good.
But all I'm saying is that we don't have to force it in a game about Chinese mythology. That's all I'm saying. So leave it there if we must.
That has never been an issue in the past. But yeah, okay.
Chinese mythology, my bro. What are you gonna do? Like make new? I'm not gonna say.
Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Oh man. Anyway, speaking of shows, what was it? What shows did we have recently?
What's that?
CES. We had CES
recently.
Oh
gosh, yeah, man.
Yeah. And
tell me about it, bro.
The CEO of Nvidia made a prediction, and this is a callback to episode 1 when we were talking about AI agents. And obviously, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there is a lot of noise in regards to AI agents. And if you don't believe me, go Google it. Check Google Trends. It's trending up. But Nvidia. So he had an interesting take on it. He said that basically his prediction was that in the future, obviously there will be no longer any software developers. Their role would have changed, and they will become HR for AI agents. I'm pretty sure a lot of computer science majors didn't have that as their career path.
God.
He was enthusiastic to say that on stage and was very proud to say that. But I'm speaking as a software developer. I personally don't.
Obviously, like he is an incredibly accomplished man, obviously, okay, and he deserves, all the success he's getting because he has, the videos is just ridiculously successful, right? Cool. But come on, bro. like, why would you even say something like that?
You
I
have
mean,
to
first
read
of all, okay, but let's discuss this actually. Do you think he's right?
Do I think he's right? In some regard, yes.
As in his prediction, right? Not about what he wants. I don't know if it's. I don't even know if it's what he wants. But is his prediction correct? Do you think it will be correct?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't even say HR. It'll be HR and maintenance.
Maintenance, yeah. So
Yeah.
maintenance, but HR that was kind of an interesting thing to say. I don't know what he exactly meant by that. Like, what's going to happen?
So basically, software developers will basically pick and choose which AI agents they want to deploy.
Right.
So it's kind of like a hiring and firing process. So
makes sense. And I guess they will also be training these models, right? Which I guess HR kind of does to a degree. Well, so not train them, they onboard them. They'll be onboarding these AI.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So that's basically it. But one thing I will say is, okay, let's say we go down that route, which it looks like we are. How many of these HR employees do we need? So what? So are we saying, like, is there going to be 100-to-1 job ratio? What? How is that going to convert? I'd say, unfortunately, it's not looking good. AI adoption and AI agent adoption, which is the scarier one out of the two, is increasing. And yeah, so I say we all need to diversify the way we earn our money moving forward. I hate to generate fear.
Diversify is like maybe making content, you know, maybe like two guys that are speaking on a podcast right now. Maybe that's an idea to see.
Or put your car to good use and start becoming an Uber driver. Do some Uber Eats on the side.
Oh, what do you mean? Uber drivers? That's gone too. Self-driving cars, man.
Oh, wow. Yep.
That's way out here. That's long gone. That's the thing. I mean, look, even with the robots, I mean, there's been a whole. Didn't he also make a prediction about robots, about the use of robots? I forgot where he said exactly. Maybe it wasn't him or somebody, but they were. But no, sorry, I think it was this Elon Musk. I think he was going to say there's going to be as much humans as there are robots. So as much robots as there are humans, and he had this like at some certain date, and it's just like why would we even want that? Why would we even want this? This is
one thing I would say is it's a type of robot. So I mean, he's playing a bit faster than that. But I mean, even right now, like there's different types of robots. So obviously, if we're talking about humanoid robots, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, because that's true. He could have also meant, like, I mean, for example, robots are being used to manufacture cars, right? The arms and stuff like that. Yeah, so exactly. That's right. I don't know the extent. Maybe he didn't mean it like that, and that would make a lot more sense in terms of. But then again, I have a feeling he was talking about humanoids because he was obviously relating to Tesla's robots, which are humanoid robots. But so one of my issues with a lot of these tech billionaires is that they're doing all of these things, but I wonder if they've ever actually thought to themselves, is this what humanity wants? You know, as opposed to this is what, you know, is going to make us money. Is this what humanity wants?
Yeah, that's never been the case. It's always about profit-driven return. Like, that's literally it.
But then I wonder when we're going to get to a point where people are going to have enough and just be like, look, we don't care about what you want to happen in order for you to make money. This is destroying society. This is destroying the concept of humanity. Therefore, this needs to end. I wonder whether we're going to get to that point and how that would look.
That looks like that might happen at some point within the next 10, 15 years. Depends on how bad this job situation gets.
I can't envision a world where we can't work, and it's not because, and I say can't, not won't, because it just seems like all of the roles, well, the vast majority of job roles are just going to be replaced. I can't envision how we would live in that society, how humans will function in that society. it just all roads lead to doom, essentially.
I heard today that 3 million jobs are expected to disappear from the US market and not come back.
Jesus Christ.
3 million. So what is that? Did
it have a deadline on that date?
That's like 1% of America.
Did it have a deadline on that date? Or do you remember that? Did it have like a time period, like where they think it's going to happen?
No, that was this year. So
this year?
Yeah, just this year alone.
Come on. This year, 3 million jobs.
Yep. Yeah. And the white collar jobs was supposed to be the protected jobs. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that. I don't want to play. What's the word? I've completely forgotten the term. But yeah. Unfortunately, we always did think that. We always did think, okay, cool, that they were gonna automate the drivers, the truck drivers, the Uber drivers, all of those roles first. But it seems like they're going for everything along the way up until software developer. If they could do doctors as well, they will. I think that would be one that they would definitely get out of the way. Doctors, lawyers. I think lawyers will probably be the easiest. I'm sorry, lawyers.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get there.
One that I found super surprising was the introduction of the Microsoft introduced the Project Manager AI agent tool, right?
Yeah.
They unveiled that. That was insane. I personally, I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't see it coming. I don't know why. Maybe I just weren't thinking about it. But mental, absolutely mental. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a project manager. I do have loads of friends who are.
Same.
So I want to speak to them probably later on during the week and get their opinion on this, and then we'll revisit this and see how they're feeling about this. But it was just what I saw in the demonstration was absolutely insane, because these AI agents are communicating with each other, right? Like in the same way, because I think he had like a room. You set up this room, whatever. You'll set a task, and then the AI agents in the room would then collaborate with each other in order to complete these tasks. And that's literally what you would do in a project. You would collaborate with your colleagues. Oh, I don't know this. I can't figure out this. What can you do? Oh, cool, whatever. And then you'll complete the task. And that's what was happening in the live demonstration. Do you know if a live demonstration was actually live, or was it just a demo that they just recorded? Were they actually doing it there? I think
that was pre-recorded. But yeah, for those that don't know, Microsoft released this like 8 days ago. Well, to be honest, they spoke about it. I'm not sure if they've actually released it. I think they did release it. But yeah, they literally. I'd say this is just a proof of concept. So we know that the technology exists. We know that they're capable of producing these agents that can complete human tasks, that can think, that can reason, go out and have the permissions to execute these tasks. So now the issue now going forward is adoption. So now what we'll see is this gain a lot more traction, which it has already. Throughout this year, it's going to gain a lot more traction. And what's going to happen is these companies like Microsoft, Salesforce, they're going to sell these to companies that we all work for, and then we'll start to see headcount go down. We've already seen it within the job market in regards to project managers, where I've had friends that tell me that it's become a lot harder to find roles. I've even looked at project manager roles on LinkedIn. It's there less than 24 hours plus. Well over 100 people have applied within the 24-hour period, which is crazy. Speaking from a software development avenue, jobs that I apply for, if it's been posted a day ago, you're lucky to see 20 people apply to it. But it's a very competitive market, and it's only going to get more competitive. So it's unfortunate.
When you hear about things like this, right, it gives you more context to why there's been such an uproar in America in regards to H-1B visas, because it seems already like the job market is shrinking dramatically. And then on top of that, you then expand it to the global market. and especially a particular market that specializes in that sort of thing, whatever.
Mhm.
It's just I don't. I'm not American, so but I can obviously just for me thinking about the situation, it just doesn't seem like it's a wise thing for their citizens to do when it's already bad and it
Mhm.
seems to be getting worse. So I understand it more. I think obviously from outside, if you don't know about the market in regards to how things are going for people who are looking for jobs in computer science or programming, whatever, then you'll think, oh, but there's loads, just be better, whatever. But it's already shrinking, okay? And then it's already small as it is, and now it's even opened up. It's just, and on top of that, obviously the H-1 visa, like what it essentially does, it allows people to obviously work for less. Let's be honest, that's exactly what happens. And the reason why that happens is because the people, so obviously it's happening more to do with Indians, obviously. So they're able to come to America, go to America, work for less because they're being promised like a pathway to citizenship. How can you compete with that?
Mhm.
Obviously, a lot of these tech companies obviously going to put profits amongst anything, and that's just the nature of capitalism. It's not their fault. So obviously, you're going to go for that option. So it's just unfortunate that this is happening, and it seems to be the American programmers that get the short end of the stick. And on top of that, AI, it just seems that everything's just going from bad to worse.
Bro, imagine having to compete with a robot and another skilled individual from across the world. Like that, it's sad. It's sad where we're going, but this is the
See,
future.
you can understand why people get blackpilled, like you can understand it. Obviously, it's never the way to go. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, but you could understand why they think there's not. And this is why I really want, and we need tech billionaires. We need them to come to terms with their humanity, look inwards and be like, yo, okay, we need to put the brakes on this, And it's what's really interesting that I remember Elon Musk was actually like a champion of that, right? It was like, we need to regulate this, it's getting out of control. He's been eerily quiet on this.
Ooh, I did see something today. We'll elaborate on this. We'll elaborate on this next week. But Elon Musk was calling for Sam Altman to sell a huge chunk of OpenAI.
But that's fair.
I don't know what the intentions are. It could be. It could sound. It could sound benevolent, but it could be nefarious. It could be opposite. But that's what I heard.
Let's be honest though. They have a personal feud. A real personal feud. So it may seem like he's the savior and he just wants the best and he just knows that he's a crooked guy, Sam Altman, whatever. But they do also have a personal feud. So
that's crazy.
I can't.
Is Elon still a board member, or was he ever a board member?
Sorry, bro?
Was Elon ever a board member, or is he still a board member?
I mean, he was definitely part of OpenAI. I don't know to what degree. He was definitely part of it. And then it went sour. And then they've had a massive feud. But that's another discussion to be made. It's just the nature and the workings of OpenAI. Because so his issue was, and this was it's a very legitimate issue, is that essentially when it began, they were open source, right? Everything was open. That was the whole point. OpenAI, right?
Yeah, it was non-profit, and that's basically the basis of his claim now. So that's why he wants him to sell it, because it's like he turned from non-profit to profit. So
I mean, so I support him in that. I support him in that endeavor because it's right. But I just don't know how sincere the reason is that he's doing it. I just don't know.
And we also got to bear in mind that unfortunately Elon Musk's words have weight now because of using office. So we'll see where this goes. But yeah.
Do you know what's crazy? Like, there's so much drama in this. Like, I can't wait for like a next Mr. Robot. Like, you have so much material.
Yo, this is something like Game of Thrones, if anything.
Yeah, true. It really is. It really is. Like, yeah, it really does. It's insane. Like, it's dramatized right at this point. It's so juicy what's happening in the tech space, and there's so much more to cover. Honestly, we can go on forever. There's so much going on. I mean, and we'll definitely continue on this fact on our next episode, because there is so much to it. There's so much going on behind the scenes. So I'd love for us to do a deep dive on that, actually, and to really get into what's happening and the reasons to why, because there's been a lot of really suspect moves, and I want to get your opinion on whether they're sincere or if it is just purely trying to stomp out the competition.
Definitely. Watch the space, people. Watch the space. We're going to cover all of this. Well, we're going to cover everything from anime, gaming, tech, and hopefully we'll move on to devices in regards to new releases and step away from the technical politics that's going on right now. But
because and as you know as well, I'm very much invested into the VR space. I love it, and there is a lot of new tech that is coming out that I think you'll be really interested in. I think a lot of our listeners will be as well. So yeah, there's so much to discuss. Like, there's just so much happening right now. It is super exciting. And I know things might seem like doom and gloom sometimes, especially when it does come to like the job market and the AI space. But there is also very amazing developments being made with AI. Because let's be honest, like, and I know we haven't really spoke about this, but there is a lot of upside to it, right? So let's do this. The next episode, we're focusing on the good and the light side of
positivity.
AI.
The positivity. Yeah, let's do it.
Can we do that, bro? Can we do that, please? Can we do that?
We'll do that. How AI has made my life easier.
Yes, because there is, like, honestly, there is a lot of AI tools that have helped us, and it's definitely helped me quite a lot. Not just for content, but just in regards to just personal enjoyment. Like, honestly, there's a lot of really cool stuff you could do creatively with a lot of these AI tools and software. So we'll definitely get into that as well, because there is a lot to learn. And there's a lot to learn. And in regards to that, even in regards to like improving the output of your own businesses, like, you really need to look into this, because there is a lot and it is going to help you out. So we'll get onto that next for sure.
AI is your friend until it isn't.
Let's
we'll wrap this up.
Yes.
We'll wrap this up.
We will. But yeah, so let's leave it there for today. It's been great. But yeah, look forward to speaking with you guys next week. We've got a lot of fire stuff to talk about then as well. So thank you and bless you all, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, thanks again for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right.
Take care.
Peace. Nice one.